This is April Schulthies, using the computer to generate this message. You may have heard of the German gestalt, which is also called the mass mind. I heard of it, too, but I thought it was psychobabble until I read books by Joseph Murphy in my 20s. I still didn't know much about it, though. It wasn't until I was in my 50s that I finally found out. Guess what the mass mind is? It's the connection all living beings have to each other, all parts of creation. You are connected. It is like a broadcasting system. You can hear your own thoughts. So can others. Everyone is connected. Predators know this, and they access the mass mind for gain. They use psychic attack and hypnosis to control people. Even though they advertise hypnosis on stage, and have books about the mass mind, and have whole areas of study devoted to it, the global, widespread use of the mass mind, the common connection, is a secret. It's used by secret societies to take dominion. Secret societies combine in a vast network using hypnosis. It's a small world after all, because of the gestalt, or mass mind. What is the goal of secret societies? Well, obviously, they want to control the money and the resources, but they also want to control your beliefs, so they can enslave you. What are their methods? They practice genocide and call it population control. Jews, Africans, Muslims, Native Americans, Mexicans and many more have been subjected to genocide. I am not a member of a secret society, and I have refused all astral plane invitations to join now that I know that they are there. Be aware, the mass mind is used against you all the time. If you misplaced something, or can't remember why you went into a room, or don't know why you opened a cupboard, it's not because you're forgetful. It's because you underwent a mind wipe. What is a mind wipe? The source is predators, using the mass mind for hypnosis. It shows up as a block, something you can't remember. Mentally, the predators on the astral plane access what is often referred to as the mass mind, to adjust your thinking. They keep saying on the astral plane, I've been fixed. Yes, fixed, in that I have been reprogrammed, or tamed down. And when I persist in knowing they're in secret combinations, using hypnosis, they label me an exorcist. Recently, I was locked out of my Twitter account again. They blocked my browser. I found an older browser and was able to get in. Around 2 a.m. in the morning, I woke up and realized the power was off. The power was off, and I got up to report it on the automated system on PG&E. I've been a customer for more than 35 years. You can always get through to the automated system if you have a phone. PG&E changed its system. The automated system no longer would recognize me, so that I had to look for emergency lights, then re-enter my phone number and account number. I went all the way through the system more than once. There is a new virtual assistant called Peggy that just hung up on me, again and again. PG&E has complete access to my personal information, still in the system, but yet I was booted out of it. Finally, the power came back on around 2:57 a.m., and I got through to a real person, and his name was Chris. He said that there was an equipment failure, which caused the outage. I asked him why the power outage reporting system was hanging up on me. He said there was a tool failure. That's interesting. An equipment failure and a tool failure at the same time. I pointed out the virtual assistant was new, and a glitch that took place at exactly the same time as a power outage, when it needed to work, and I asked him to report there was a problem with the virtual assistant. He tried to convince me that it was unnecessary. As a customer, I insisted it was necessary to at least be able to report an outage. When he could not get me to agree that it was okay to ignore that the system was blocking customers from reporting the power outage, and the problem should be investigated, he finally claimed he was going to report it. Did he report it? I don't know. Was the outage intentional? And was the phone reporting system down for the first time in 35 years also intentional? You draw your own conclusions. I've already drawn mine. This is April Schulthies. We are in Rome. I am a victim of genocide. My dogs were poisoned. 2 of my brothers are dead, and a niece is dead. Then Rome came after me, too. Rome is still here, and won't stop. Rome is ruthless. Rome conquered Europe and came here to Native America. The forgotten genocide of Native Americans on this continent was not forgotten by God, and God's justice is due to the Native Americans who were stolen from and murdered here. The scriptures say, the multitudes have ears with which they do not hear. These are like cattle. In fact, they are further astray. These are the heedless. California committed genocide against Native Americans. We need to give everything back. In 2019, Governor Newsom talked about healing, but the stolen lands were not returned.